A company that's lost almost all of its value. It's been on a steady decline for several years, and it's about to get delisted from the NASDAQ stock exchange. This must be a company, right? It's a trash stock. Wrong. In today's video, I'm going to tell you why this company that I'm referring to, this so-called trash company, is an all green lights buy. It's similar to the story of the dude who found $1 million in a briefcase digging through the dumpster. Actually, I think that story might be a bunch of crap, but you get the point, right? The moral to the story is, if you want to be successful trading penny stocks and find the best deals, you can't be afraid to get your hands dirty. Sometimes you gotta go dig through the dumpster, the metaphorical dumpster of the trash penny stocks, and look through all of them to find the diamonds in the rough. And that is exactly what I've done. I went digging through the dumpster and I've found the top penny stock to buy right now. Alright guys, so put on your gloves, throw your America flag tie over your shoulder, get ready, because we're about to go in the dumpster and talk about the best penny stock to buy right now. What is good, my trader homies? It's your boy Kevin from Touchdown Trades, your trading BFF, your stock market bestie, once again coming at you 30 floors below my kitchen from the Touchdown Trades trading bunker and studio. If this is our first time meeting, this is Touchdown Trades. We talk about the hottest stocks in the market every single day. We have swing trading penny stock videos as well as trading tutorials. So if you're into that type of thing, do me a favor and consider subscribing. All right, so today we're going to be breaking down what I consider to be the top penny stock buy in the entire market right now. Okay, so this APEX is the ticker, APEX. Apex Global Brands Inc. is the company. And it is a clothing company that has been around forever. They have several brands under the Apex kind of umbrella, and look at this stock chart. This is a weekly chart, and we can just see that this thing has been absolutely decimated. It's been beaten down from $150 all the way down here. We're trading at 73 cents right now. And today I'm going to tell you why, even though this company has been absolutely cratered and the stock price has dropped like a rock over the last decade or so, I'm going to tell you why this APEX is an all green lights buy. It is the top penny stock to buy right now, in my opinion, and let's jump right into it and talk about why that is. All right guys, so here we're on the Apex Global Brands website, and here they have the company description. It says Apex Global Brands is an industry leading global brand ownership and marketing organization that manages, creates, and elevates a growing portfolio of high equity lifestyle brands. And let's check out their brands real quick. They do have some pretty nice brands under the Apex umbrella. We have this High Tech, which is like a mountain climbing, hiking company. They make backpacks and jackets. They have this Cherokee, which I have seen personally in Target. They just make like everyday men's and women's clothing. I've seen it in Target, and I also believe it's in Walmart as well. We have the Tony Hawk brand, which is pretty cool. So we have a skating brand, Tony Hawk signature brand. They use his name and likeness. We have Magnum, which is like army boots. I'm sure you guys have seen this everyday California brand. It's the hats with the California flag, or the shirts with the California flag on them. We have the Interceptor boots right here, which are sold in Walmart all over the country. You go to any shoe section in any Walmart around the United States, you will more than likely see the Interceptor boots. So that's pretty neat that they're in Walmart there. And then we have several other kind of obscure clothing companies they have under the Apex brand. Apex is currently in over 140 countries. Their brands are currently in over 140 countries in over 20,000 brick and mortar retail locations, as well as online locations all over the world. This High Tech brand, the one that's typically geared towards like hiking and mountain climbing, they are coming out with a new Venture series. We can see here that these sweaters and jackets are going to have built-in face masks built inside all of the sweaters and like fleeces that they're going to manufacture for this Venture series. They also say that the high-tech Venture series will be carried at leading outdoor and performance clothing retailers all throughout North America, which is good that they are adapting to the times. We all understand why the built-in face mask is important in today's day and age, and I think a jacket with a built-in face mask is actually a pretty good idea, because you never forget to bring your face mask with you. If sometimes I'm going to Walmart, I'm going to the grocery store, I get to the entrance and I'm like, dang, I forgot my mask in my car. I got to walk all the way back to the car, grab my mask, and then go back. With something like this, a sweatshirt like this, you never forget your mask. You always got it there. You can just lift it up and you're good to go. All right, guys, so here are the Interceptor boots. We can see that they're sold on Walmart.com as well. They are sold in Walmart brick and mortar stores as well. Here we are on Rain.com or Rain.co, which is it's a pretty popular clothing outlet, online outlet for clothing. We go to brands, and then we can see they are carrying the Tony Hawk brand somewhere, if I can find it. Tony Hawk signature line. I think the Apex Clothing needs to promote this Tony Hawk brand a little bit harder, because this is the only site that I could find carrying the Tony Hawk signature line from Apex. We all know Tony Hawk. I think young skateboarders would be interested in buying Tony Hawk's clothing and gear. This Apex isn't doing a very good job of promoting it, and I think that's one outlet that they could use to grow the company, is using this Tony Hawk brand kind of as like a face for the company, instead of just making it like this obscure like boutique style clothing. They can make Tony Hawk shoes, skateboard shoes, Tony Hawk shorts. They're kind of limiting themselves by doing it kind of like this boutique style Tony Hawk line. And I'll show you the fundamentals in just a second. But my thesis on this is the company's been beaten down so bad, but it's hard to find a company that's been trashed so hard, the stock price has dropped so hard, that still has a chance to survive, right? This company still has a chance to survive. They have real products. They have good products. They just need to work on their fundamentals, trim the fat, cut the losses, and this thing could sky 3,000, 4,000, 5,000%. Literally, no, I'm not exaggerating when I say that. But there is one problem we need to discuss real quick. All right, so the NASDAQ has issued Apex a statement saying that they will be delisted due to failure to satisfy continued listing rule for standard transfer listing form 8K. So basically what that means, because the stock price has failed to maintain higher than $1 per share, that they are going to be delisted from the NASDAQ and sent to trade on the OTCs. This is one reason I really like this Apex, is because typically when stocks are about to get delisted, they have a couple options. They can file like an appeal style thing, or they can do what's called a reverse split. And so, for example, let's say they did a 2-to-1 reverse split. They're currently trading at 70 cents. What they would do is they would buy back half the shares, and the price would go to $1.40. And if you had 2 shares, you would now only have 1 share, but the share price would be twice the value. Why is that important? Because it reduces the float size by half. So day traders see that, and they know that if the float is reduced in half, they target reverse split companies on the day or the week of the reverse split, because they know the float is smaller. People have traders have their eye on the company, and if the volume starts to come in, the low float will create a quick spike in the share price. I think this Apex is more than likely to do a reverse split than they are to get delisted. So that gives us another out. We'll talk about all the catalysts, why I like this trade, towards the end of the video, but this is one of the reasons I really like this Apex, is because I smell a reverse split coming. All right, guys, so let's go over the fundamentals real quick. We can see we got the numbers pulled up here. So we have sales of $20 million per year, which isn't horrible compared to the market cap of only $4 million. So we have a tiny, tiny, tiny market cap, or only $4 million. We're losing $11 million a year. But the sales of $20 million a year is encouraging. We can always trim the fat to cut the losses. cut your costs and tighten down the hatches, and this number could easily go positive. So that's why I really like the numbers on this company, because it's much easier to trim the fat than it is to increase the sales. We have a pretty small float of only 4 million shares, but we have a decent average volume of over 1 million shares per day. I don't like to trade illiquid companies with very low volume, so I like to see that the volume is over 1 million shares per day. So the numbers are decent. They aren't great, but they are decent. The sales are good, and the price to sales ratio is very good. All right, guys, so let's take a look at the stock chart really quick here, and then we'll wrap it up by talking about the trading plan, how we're going to trade this, where we're going to get in, and where we're going to get out. So we obviously have a ascending kind of pattern here where we're kind of steadily climbing up, and we can use that as a basis for the trade. And we can also see that this thing has been trying to break over this 200-day moving average for quite some time. We've been steadily trading under the 200 moving average. We've tried to break over it once and twice and even 3 times back here, and each time we've rejected it. And we're either going to get a move to the upside or we're going to get a move to the downside. It's building up pressure, the trend line going up, and then you have the 200 EMA that's been respected, and then this thing is building up pressure and is ready to blast to one side or the other, and I think it's going to be up. When we're taking a trade with penny stocks, we want to have multiple catalysts at the back of the trade, right? We want to have multiple outs. What I mean by outs is out number 1, I like the chart. So we have catalyst number 1 being the chart. Out number 2 is I like the company. The fundamentals aren't bad. And I like that the company is a real company. Sometimes you get these penny stocks, they're not even real companies. They don't even have a real product. This is a real company with a real product, a decent product. And out number 3 is going to be the reverse split. The reverse split is important because when they do that on that day or that week, traders are going to have their eyes on it. Day traders watch companies that are doing reverse splits. Volume will come in, and even if these first 2 catalysts don't work out for us, but we get that reverse split here in the next month or so, we should get a nice 30-40% pop off that reverse split, in my opinion. So we got the chart. Let's break down the trade and my thesis on the trade, where I'm looking to get in and where I would stop out and where I'm looking to take profit. I'm going to start taking a position on this on Monday. I'm going to look to have an average price around 70 cents or so. I'm not going to be too picky. I'm just going to start buying on pullbacks. So my risk is going to be down here at the 50 cent level or so. We have a lot of volume traded in that 50 cent area. Tons of volume traded in that 50 cent area, as we can see. So 50 cents will be my risk. I'm looking at this trade as going to be a longer term investment or a short-term investment or a long-term swing trade, you could call it. I'm looking at a 2, 3, 4 month horizon on this trade, and I'm going to be looking for $1.20 for profit, my first take profit, and $1.60 for my second take profit. So I'm looking for a lot out of this. That's almost 80% or so that I'm looking for on this trade. So the risk to reward is there. The catalysts are there. We have 3 separate catalysts. We have the chart is setting up nice. We have the underlying fundamentals coming together, not kind of meshing with the stock price. I think this company is worth more than it should be worth more than it is today. And we also have the high probability of a reverse split and day trading volume coming in and giving us those 3 outs, those 3 catalysts that we're looking for in a trade. So this is my top penny stock to buy right now, APEX. If you guys are watching any penny stocks that you like, leave them down in the description down below. And I like to check them out. I always like to get feedback, hear what people are watching, what stocks they like. So leave your favorite stock down in the comment section down there. I hope you guys got something from this video. If you did get something from the video, you know what time it is. It's time to give the like button, the old touchdown trades, snake eye jab in the eyes. All right, guys, I'll catch y'all in the next one. I appreciate the view. I love all you guys. Peace.
Drop.